Hi, good afternoon, people. I am Ryan, and this is the Hirschman channel. It is Thursday, April 26, 2018. I want to give you a recap of what happened on today's episodes of The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful. Starting off with The Young and the Restless in today's episode, Max stops by Victoria's and she demands to know where JT is. But Victoria explains to Mac that she has a notion of what JT is whereabouts, and what Victoria should have done. She should have had better sense to know that when JT know that she was going to be threatened by JT, she should have come to Mac at the same time. So what Mac did, she left, and then Victoria stops, just has a run-in with Nick, who explains to her about that Nick really needs to help Victoria when she needs help the most. But Victoria explains to Nick that she doesn't need help or doesn't need no one's help at this time. But Nick says that because he has been there for Victoria ever since things have been going hard for her. So that, in case that Victoria has been going through hardships or hard relationships, Nick is always there for her in times of need. So when Nick explains to Victoria that he knows if JT is about to hurt her again, that he will definitely kill JT no matter what the cost is. So in the end, Sharon has this dream. She goes to Chancellor Park and sees the same grave where they dropped JT's body in and dug and covered it with sand. But in the end, she sees this one hand coming out, and she starts to panic, and she knows this one hand coming out of the sand knows that's JT, and she screams and panics, and then Nick explains to Sharon what is going on, and she starts to worry that she noticed that JT is really not dead. And this is going to be what's going to be happening in the next upcoming episodes, because the whole of Generous City is going to find out, even though that JT is dead. But there's a speculation that JT maybe not be dead after all. We don't know. There's rumors going around that he may be coming from the dead. So we now got word that JT may be coming out of his place and may try to get revenge on Victoria. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. In the other episode, um, Dina comes to Jack and tells her about what's been happening since she came back to Genoa City. So what she does have a happy reunion with them, and then Kyle comes upon this strange phone with the same video, the same one that Abby recorded a heart to heart talk with Dina about her times in Genoa City and why she came back to town for. And then in the end, Kyle really starts to find out the truth that Dina finds out and says that Jack is not John's son after all. So in other words, he's not really John's father. He's not John's son after all. So Kyle is going to have a really explanation of what's going to happen in the next upcoming episode, because he's going to have to demand the truth from Jack, whether or not he is John's son after all. So we'll have to just wait and see what's going to happen down the road and what's going to be for Kyle. Is he whether or not is he going to be John's son or Jack? That's going to be the next question we're going to see in the next upcoming weeks. On the other hand, let's recap what happened over on The Bold and the Beautiful today. In today's episode, Steffi and Liam go to the hospital where she is scheduled for an ultrasound appointment. Now, this doctor here has them explain to them about the baby, and Liam is with Steffi to see what the baby is up to. Now Steffi knows that the baby is doing well, but in the end, the doctor explains to both of them that whether or not when this baby comes out, when she gives birth to the baby, it's going to be crucial. Now, it's going to be question for Liam, because as of right now, he still has not made that decision yet, because right now he's still in a middle situation between Steffi and Hope. On this left side, is he going to go back to Hope, or on the right, is he still going to still go back to Steffi? Now that's the question we're going to see in the next upcoming episodes, because You don't want to miss this next episode because in the next 2 weeks there's going to be a Bold and the Beautiful spoiler. We maybe see this coming, but as of right now, it looks like with Liam still having the annulment papers on hand. As of right now, we don't know is he going to divorce Steffi and end his marriage with her, or is he going to go back to Hope and start having a better relationship and a better life with her? That's all the key that's going to play out in the next upcoming episodes, in the next coming weeks, so you got to tune in and find out. On the other hand, Rage is still thinking about what's going to be next for her, what's going to come next for her daughter regarding on her marriage with Liam. Now, as of right now, we don't know how all this is going to play out, but the next episode, whether it's going to play out or not, we're going to get a better proposition of what is going to come next for Steffi. And that's all. And as I said in breaking news today, Bill Cosby is already found guilty. He's already charged on three indecent assault charges, including 3 for all he done to the woman, including raping them, and drugging them, and killing them, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's what I explained in today's breaking news that just came out early today. In other news today, Louise Reese is still in Padre Island, but as a word, she's supposed to be heading here to Southwest Florida for a trial. She's supposed to have a court date set here for her murder and the stolen identity of a victim on Fort Myers Beach, but as of right now, we don't know when the trial date is going to be set, but we got word that she's supposed to be heading here to Southwest Florida sometime soon. We don't know when that's going to happen. And at the same time, after she leaves Southwest Florida, she's supposed to be heading straight up to Minnesota, where she's supposed to go up Minnesota for another trial date. So as of right now, there is no word on when she's supposed to be coming here. That's going to be in the breaking news that that's going to happen. You have to stay tuned to your local news station for the next upcoming days and see when all this is going to happen. And in other news today, right now we still have the troops in Syria, and no word on what Trump is going to do with the Syria deal and what's going to mean for the U.S. troops. Are they still going to remain in Syria, or are they going to get sent home? We'll have to wait and see what happens. And last but not least, President Trump just announced that he's backing out of this Iran nuclear deal. So that means we just learned that the U.S. is not going to be involved in the nuclear weapons deal with Iran. That means they're going to be pulled out of it. So that means France is going to be the only country that's going to be taking care of that nuclear weapons deal with Iran. So as of right now, the U.S. is not going to play a part in it. It was opted by Trump overnight, so it looks like as of right now, the U.S. is not going to get involved in the Iran nuclear deal, so it's going to be off the table for now, but that could change as the Iran nuclear weapons comes into play. And then last but not least, in other news, we now learned that we now just got word. Well, as of right now, we don't know what's coming up in other breaking news, but if we get more information, I will post it to you on my channel. So for now, I am Ryan for the Hirschman channel signing off. I will be back tomorrow with more updates and recaps, and I'll give you a recap of Friday's cliffhanger for both episodes. And I will be back tomorrow for more breaking news in case if anything comes up in either the Bill Cosby guilty case and the Louise Reese arrest case, as well as what's going on in other national news. And for now, I'm Ryan Hirsch for the Hirschman channel signing off. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.